When we observe the animal world, we usually focus on the struggle for survival, on competition and the law of the strongest. However, if we look closer, we discover something much deeper and more surprising: empathy. This trait, often considered exclusively human, also flourishes in the heart of nature.
Empathy, that ability to connect with the feelings of another, is not exclusive to humans. It's a trait shared by many mammals. We see mothers who tenderly care for their young, animal friends who comfort each other in moments of pain, and entire communities that unite to protect the most vulnerable. These gestures of compassion and solidarity show us that the emotional life of animals is rich and complex.
For a long time, science ignored the emotional life of animals, considering them beings driven only by basic instincts. But today, we know that many form deep social bonds and actively respond to the emotions of their companions. Primates groom each other to strengthen bonds, dolphins accompany each other in difficult times, and wolves comfort each other in their pack.
This journey is an invitation to observe animal behavior with new eyes and recognize the emotional ties that bind us. By studying animals in their natural environment, researchers have discovered that empathy can be key to survival and social cohesion in many species.
From mice to elephants, empathy is an evolutionary echo that connects us. Even in the smallest animals, like mice, helping and comforting behaviors have been observed. In elephants, empathy is expressed in rituals of mourning and mutual support. So, empathy not only unites us with other human beings, but also connects us with the rest of the animal kingdom, reminding us that we share a common emotional heritage and that compassion is a universal language in nature.
Empathy has layers, like a Russian doll. Every time we open one, we find a new part of what it means to connect with others. At the center is emotional empathy, feeling what someone else feels, almost like a mirror, as if their feelings were our own. It's an automatic, quick reaction that connects us deeply and reminds us that we all share being human.
If you see someone crying and you feel sad too, that's emotional empathy. It's an automatic reaction that many mammals share. It's not just humans who feel it. Animals like dogs, elephants, or dolphins also show signs of sadness when they see a friend in pain. This ability to feel with others is the basis of social life and strong connections.
But empathy doesn't stop there. Then there's cognitive empathy. Understanding why someone feels what they feel, imagining their situation, and putting yourself in their shoes. It's the ability to see the world through someone else's eyes, to understand their thoughts, fears, and wishes, even if we don't feel exactly the same way.
For example, understanding that a friend's worry comes from a tough test is cognitive empathy. It helps us guess what they need, offer comforting words, or just be there for them. This kind of empathy needs us to think and be curious about what others are going through.
Between these two, empathetic concern comes up, which is the urge to help. It's the bridge between feeling and understanding, and it makes us want to act to ease someone else's pain, even if we don't feel it ourselves.
A chimpanzee comforting another after a fight shows that empathetic concern, turning feeling into action. This behavior not only makes social bonds stronger, but it also shows that empathy can be a strong force for working together and getting along in any group.
So empathy is a range, from catching emotions, which connects us automatically, to deep understanding and the ability to act to help others. With every step, empathy asks us to look beyond ourselves, to build connections, and to turn the simple act of feeling into actions that can change lives.
And contagious yawning is one of the simplest and most amazing forms of emotional empathy in the animal kingdom. This happens more often between animals that are very close, like family or members of the same group. When one animal yawns and another copies it, they're not just sharing a movement, but also an emotional bond that shows they can sense and react to what others are feeling inside. This basic type of empathy is a first sign of how animals can feel what their friends feel.
Chimpanzees, wolves, and dogs yawn when their friends yawn, but they almost never do it with strangers. This behavior tells us that empathy isn't just automatic. It also depends on friendship and knowing others. Studies have shown that animals copy the yawns of those they care about most, which teaches us that empathy has very, very deep roots in how we live together.
In controlled tests, rats have been seen helping their trapped friends before getting their own food, even if they don't gain anything from it. This kind act shows us that they feel the pain of others and want to help. Rats, even though they are small and have small brains, do things we used to think only smarter animals did.
This behavior suggests they sense when another is sad and try to help them, which means they have a form of emotional empathy. They don't just react to pain, but they also do something to make it hurt less, showing they understand a little bit of others' feelings.
Comforting like hugs, gentle touches, or grooming a friend after a fight is common in monkeys, elephants, and wolves. These acts of support help calm things down and bring peace back to the group, showing that empathy is also very important for living together.
These acts of comfort don't give anything back to the one doing them, but they do make the other feel less stressed and worried, showing that they truly care about the well-being of others. Empathy, in this case, is like a bridge of emotions that connects living beings and makes the group stronger.
Empathy makes friendships stronger within a group and is very important for living together, helping with cooperation, support, and peaceful problem solving. Without empathy, living together would be much harder, and groups wouldn't last as long.
Seeing how animals behave in nature makes us realize that empathy is a very important force in evolution, found in many species, and key for them to live and thrive together. Empathy in animals invites us to think about our own feelings and how important it is to care for those around us. The perception action model explains how we feel what others feel. When we see an emotion, our brain internally simulates it.
If you see someone smile, your brain recreates that joy. If you see pain, it simulates that too.
Mirror neurons discovered in monkeys activate both when performing an action and when observing it.
This system extends to emotions and sensations, creating an internal simulator that connects us with others.
That's why empathy is so immediate and physical, and stronger with those who are like us.
So, the brain intertwines the self and the other, laying the biological foundation for empathy.
Two areas of the brain that are super important for empathy are the anterior insula and the anterior cingulate cortex, which we'll call ACC.
The insula helps us feel others' emotions in our own body, while the ACC helps us understand pain and makes us want to help.
Both light up when we feel or see emotions in other people, as if we're sharing what they're feeling.
This way of feeling isn't just for humans. In rodents, if the ACC is turned off, they stop helping others.
So, empathy has very old roots in our brain, and many mammal animals share it.
The way the insula and the ACC work together is key for us to connect with others emotionally.
Emotional and cognitive empathy are clearly different when it comes to pain.
Seeing someone get hurt causes a gut reaction. That's emotional empathy.
But when someone shares a deep worry, we use cognitive empathy to understand their situation.
Both forms are important. One creates an instant connection, the other helps us think about how to help.
Social animals also show both. They comfort and work together on tricky rescues.
The ability to feel and understand and to use both is key for being socially smart.
Empathy is a set of useful skills, not just one reaction. Do animals help out of self-interest or genuine concern?
Empathy suggests that easing another's suffering also eases one's own discomfort, like in rats that free their companions.
From an evolutionary standpoint, help must offer benefits, but psychologically the animal responds to the distress of the other, not to future calculations.
Sharing food or comforting a companion comes from empathetic resonance, not from conscious strategies.
Empathy connects individual interest with the common good, motivating acts of kindness without needing complex calculations.
It's the glue that allows cooperation and social life.
Empathy grew out of motherly care, where the mom takes care of her baby's needs.
This feeling is the simplest form of empathy and built the foundation in the brain for emotional connection.
A baby's cry makes the mom respond quickly, helped by oxytocin and parts of the brain like the insula and the ACC.
Over time, this way of acting spread to others in the group, allowing them to help and care for each other.
So, empathy became common from parents caring for their young to living in groups, which is very important for the success of mammals that live together.
Empathy is a tool for survival, not just something nice to have from evolution.
Understanding empathy as part of our biology has deep social implications.
It's a skill that can be grown or lost, and it's up to us to make it stronger.
Practicing empathy means really listening and being open to different ideas.
Reading, talking, and learning about other cultures helps us connect more.
Growing empathy is super important for reducing unfair ideas and solving problems.
Activities that encourage getting to know each other and sharing personal stories make our empathy circuits work again.
Empathy isn't a weakness. It's one of our biggest social strengths. Empathy is an evolutionary gift that connects us to all social mammals.
The challenge is to put this knowledge into practice. choosing to be empathetic in a divided world.
It takes courage, vulnerability, and conscious action.
Every act of empathy strengthens our humanity and our biological heritage.
Look for empathy around you and find chances to practice it, especially with those who are different from you.
Building an empathetic future depends on each of us and how we nurture this ability in our communities.
This way we honor millions of years of care and cooperation.
Let's use empathy as a tool for the common good. The future of our species might depend on it.